And what we'll do is we'll look to develop more compounds within the aminoindane family that we file patents around.
Hello, you're watching Proactive. I'm joined by Graft Polymer UK CEO Anthony Tennyson. Anthony, very good to speak with you. You're out with what you call encouraging initial findings from a preclinical study of AW21003. Can you tell us more about the compound and what it's targeted at?
Indeed, I can. It's good to talk to you again, Stephen, and to talk to your audience. So, what we're looking to do here is we're seeking to develop a new class of medication to treat trauma-related mental health disorders, such as PTSD. Now, when we look at PTSD, unfortunately, that indication affects 13 million Americans, and we estimate it affects 20 million in the US, UK, and the four big EU economies. Now, unfortunately, there are very few effective treatments available for PTSD. So what that means is PTSD represents a large addressable market, but also, unfortunately, a significant unmet medical need. And what we're looking to do is develop new effective treatments for PTSD to provide hope for the individuals and families who are affected by this debilitating disease. Now, what we've discovered, and Professor David Nutt has discovered, who is our chief senior scientific advisor in Graft, is he's discovered that a class of compounds called aminoindanes could potentially be effective in treating PTSD. And the reason for that is that they have the potential to promote pro-social behaviors, such as trust, empathy, and social bonding. And that's now increasingly being recognized in the literature as having potential to more effectively treat PTSD than other treatments that are currently in market. And the reason for that is that pro-social behaviors can help address isolation, can help people rebuild relationships, and can help people more effectively engage in therapy, all of which together we believe could provide a more effective treatment for PTSD.
Anthony, the research is being conducted by the University of Nottingham. Can you remind us about that collaboration, please?
Yeah, indeed, I can. We decided to partner with the University of Nottingham back in October, and the reason that we did that, or we chose the University of Nottingham, I should say, is because they're recognized internationally as leaders in neuroscience research. And Dr. Madeline King in there, she's developed an animal model that can actually help identify or that can identify pro-social behaviors within those animal groupings. So obviously for us, where we're keen to be able to understand if the compounds that we're working on can produce pro-social behaviors, that's very keen and important to us. So that is why we selected the University of Nottingham, and that's why we're very happy to be working with Dr. Madeline King within the University of Nottingham.
What are the findings from these initial results?
And they're quite promising, Stephen, and that's something that we're pleased about. It would appear that the compound that we're looking at, AW21003, does have the potential to produce pro-social behaviors within the models that Dr. Madeline King was working on for us. And indeed, indications are that there's potentially a better safety profile that we're developing compared to other compounds that are used or are currently being developed as a treatment for PTSD. So all in all, although it's early stage, we're encouraged by these this early positive data.
So what are the next steps then? How do you build on these results?
Yeah, good question, Stephen. So we're pleased, and because we're pleased, we're looking to expand. We are going to expand the program with ourselves and Awaken Life Sciences, with whom we're partnering on the program. And what we'll do is we look to develop more compounds within the aminoindane family that we file patents around. We'll get those screened with our screening partner Eurofins, whom we've previously announced. We'll also then, we will work with Madeline King and the University of Nottingham to conduct further animal model testing to identify which compound within the ones that we've developed we've chosen and want to identify as the lead series, which we would then look to progress in time through the remaining of our preclinical program and ideally into the clinic.
Anthony, I hope you'll keep us updated on any progress with that. Thank you very much for speaking with us today.
Stephen, absolute pleasure as always. Thank you.
That's Graft Polymer UK CEO Anthony Tennyson.